Good morning. It's about 9 o'clock. How many of you are actually awake? I'm not sure, but you will see this later. Rainy day today, okay? Again, good day to get some work done. Not a whole lot of math. I'm just trying to chip away at it daily. Hopefully, just a little bit each day, but it's going to rain later on today. So it's Thursday, and I want to go over the solution quickly, but just to explain what's going on in Crazy Taxi because it's a little bit different. Okay, so the question is, what's the fare after 30 kilometers? Okay, so we need to pull out some information here. Okay, a key piece of information: we're starting at $5. Okay, we're starting at $5. There's a 50-cent increase for every 1 kilometer travel. That's going to be really important for when we do our table of values here. Okay, let's have a look at the table of values and let's bring it in here. Okay, so we have our table of values. So term number, term value. Or what we could say is the term number. We could even go, we could have this as K for kilometer. First kilometer traveled, second kilometer traveled, third kilometer traveled, and the value we could have is C, which could be cost. Okay, so just to show you, we can switch out those variables. We've got N and V in there, but we could have it differently. Okay, I'll do it both ways. Okay, so one of the things is the first term. Really, when we're thinking about kilometers, we have to think about this a little bit differently. At 0 kilometers, you step into the cab, okay? You step into the Uber. You already have paid $5, okay? You've not traveled anywhere. The car has not moved, all right? And it's 5. So we have to think about that as $5 is going to be added on to whatever we're traveling, okay? Then we have to think about the difference here, okay? So that's 50 cents is going to be what's increasing every term. We get to kilometer number 1, okay? So we have added 50 cents for the kilometer plus the $5. So now we're at $5.50. We've traveled a second kilometer. So now we've incurred 50 and 50, so that's $1 plus the $5 that we had to pay just by stepping into the cab. So now it's $6. So we have to think about it differently than the patterns that we have, okay? Or the geometric patterns, the numerical patterns, okay? Just because we do have this flat rate, all right? So if we do 5 here, okay? So if you're saying, oh, I'm not really sure what's going on, let's just kind of take a look at this. So third kilometer, we have 650. So how do we get that 650 just right here? Let's just take a look. So we have 150 in kilometers. 50 cents a kilometer times 3 is 150 plus $5 flat rate. It's going to give us 650. When we go to the fourth kilometer, it's going to be $7. 2 plus 5. When we go to 5, it's going to be 750. Okay, so we're going to go so far. So we got 5 terms in here. All right. Now, how are we going to go and craft an equation for this one? Okay, so I'm going to go cost equals, I'm going to make an equation this time, okay, because I think it's a little clearer if we do it like that. So we're going to go cost equals, we have our 50 cents, K, so 50K plus $5, okay? So think about this. So if cost or value equals 50 cents K, 50K. Remember, this difference between the value side of the table of values is what we're putting for coefficient. So we've uncovered a rule here. Sorry, I'm going to move that over. So we have a rule now that when we see the difference in between on the value column, that's going to be what the coefficient is, because we're going to take that number, we're going to multiply it by the term number, okay? Plus we're going to add our flat rate here because we always have to, because remember at 0 that $5 was there, okay? Let's just see. Okay, so if let's just see what happens when we go 50. Let's put in 4 for the fourth kilometer plus 5. C equals, well, 50 cents plus 4, 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 is going to be $2 plus $5. Cost is $7. To get into that crazy taxi and go 4 kilometers is going to cost you $7. Now let's go and answer the question, okay? So the question's asking us what after 30. So this term, or this kilometer, you know, we don't need to make a table of values with 30 entries, right? This is why we're making an equation here, right? So we're going to go C equals 50. We're going to bring in that 30 for the 30th kilometer plus 5, okay? We're going to go C equals, well, 50 plus 30, 50 plus 50 cents plus 50 cents plus 50 cents, but you know, 1 times 30 is 30, half of 1 is 50, so we know that's going to be $15, okay? Do it on a calculator, but you should be able to do that in your head. So we have $15. That's the amount of money that you're paying when you're traveling. 30 kilometers costs you $15 in travel time, okay? But we have to add in that $5 that was there at the beginning. $15 plus $5 is a cool $20, okay? To travel 30 kilometers in Crazy Taxi, it will cost you $20. Okay, let me just, this is 7 minutes, so it's a shorter one. Okay, so 30 kilometers. This is step 1. Okay, write down your information. Know what you know. Write down what you know. Number 2, table of values. Step 2. Step 3, our equation. Check it, test it, okay? Make sure that difference in between the values, you know you're going to slot that into the coefficient, okay? You need to know. If you learn anything this year, you know what a coefficient is. We've talked about it a lot. And then we've got a therefore statement. Okay, so step 4. We are missing step 4. Step 4 would be to graph the information from the table of values. Okay? This is what we're going to do tomorrow. And then I think what we're going to probably do is, well, let's wait till tomorrow's video because this one's getting a little bit longer. I just want you to look at it. So check the answer. I'm going to post just a couple of questions for you to do just for practice on this, okay? Just a couple of questions, different patterns. You'll be asked a table of values and equation. I can do the solutions tomorrow before we do the graphing, okay? Because the graphing's not too hard. Anyways, just so we go through this, just so you have all the information here and you can kind of stop it here. I know sometimes you don't get all the information if I'm writing it on a big piece of paper because the view doesn't have the whole paper in there, but we got most of it, okay? So, there you go. Have a great day. Check your answers. Make sure you're right. And I will talk to you tomorrow.